Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Demystifying Insurance. Today we are going to be talking about health insurance. My name is Dr. Leah Wainaina. I am joined by
Vela Musimbi
and Benson Nyaga.
Benson Nyaga. Please tell us about medical insurance. What is it?
Well, medical insurance is a type of cover that takes care of illnesses leading to someone being admitted to hospital or going visiting hospital because of an outpatient case. We have various types of benefits that usually we have under medical insurance. One of them is the inpatient benefit that would lead to someone being admitted. We have outpatient benefit where someone visits the hospital less than 24 hours and they go back home. Then we have the dental and optical benefits where someone can visit a specialist or a doctor on either their eyesight or their dental procedure. And then we also have the maternity benefits that usually members can purchase uh, uh, to enjoy the medical cover. And in case of any deliveries, they can always have that benefit at a very affordable cost. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you for that. Vela, maybe you can take us through the kind of products that we have at Madison General Insurance.
Thank you, Dr. Leah. At Madison General Insurance, we have several products. Amongst them, we have the retail product that takes care of individual and family clients. We do have corporate businesses, and also we do cover SMEs.
Thank you for that. I think you're going to discussion. You're going to expound to us more about it. So Benson, please take us through the corporate product.
Well, for the corporate product, this is usually a cover that caters for organizations. And basically, we talk about an organization with 16 employees and above. And we usually tailor make the product based on the needs of these particular clients. Now, we have two kinds of corporate clients. We have corporate private institutions that can purchase the cover to us uh, through quotations or RFQs, that is request for proposals. And then we have the corporate public that usually uh, purchases the products through the tender process.
Vela, please take us through the retail products.
For our individual covers, yes, we do have 4 plans. We do have the Madison Ignite plan that takes care of strictly singles between the age of 18 and 30. For the families, we do have 3 products whereby you can purchase Madison Better Life Budget Plan that is well discounted with a nice panel of providers, though we have excluded some because of the discount we've given in terms of rates. It allows you to go to any provider without a copay, any provider on our panel too. Another product that takes care of individuals and families is the Madison Better Life Executive Cover, which is also pocket friendly, allowing you to visit our wide panel of providers. And our most superior product here is the Madison Premier product that gives an individual or a family a chance to, once it's purchased, they can visit any provider subjected to no copay. And then the principal member and spouse, they have they can enjoy the annual general checkup as the year goes by. For our SMEs, we have the Madison Better Life SME. Our SMEs range between up to a maximum of 15 members, principal members. It has to be a registered company or a limited entity. For them, we can give benefits depending on how they want them. They have a freedom to choose between the benefits, how much, and again, we still have them accessing our entire provider panel. What the clients have to do is just get a request, send a request to us, and we shall come up with a proposal to suit their budget, one, and even the benefits they want. Thank you.
Okay, we have learned what medical insurance is. Vela, can you please tell us why anyone would need an insurance? And further, who else or who qualifies to get medical insurance?
Thank you, Daktari. A health cover is a need to everybody. Everybody, why? Because insurance gives a member peace of mind, whereby you're falling sick and you have the medical card whereby you can visit a provider even if you don't have money. This is a credit you've gotten from the underwriter so that you can go get treatment and the underwriter will pay the bills for you.
Dr. Leah, maybe I can add up something.
Okay.
Like there are very many uncertainties out here, and we've realized that having chamas or welfare organizations is not bringing out the exact amount that would lead up to paying bills in a particular hospital. For example, I can give of an association I know, one of our members who got very ill. Actually, they had a chronic condition. Basically, the association tried to, raise funds. Difficult times, people are not able to give enough money for that. And basically, with such reasons, I think, and such uncertainties, it calls for someone or an institution to buy insurance cover. One of the benefits is that medical insurance cover, the premiums are very minimal, and we're looking at a bigger pool that will take care of a very big society. So, and looking at the benefits that our clients are going to be given, then it means that members will enjoy benefits at affordable premiums. So, ideally, there is a need for people to purchase medical insurance because of the uncertainties and because of the rising rates in terms of medical bills. A good example: imagine having bills worth 17 million. It will be very difficult for an welfare or an association to raise that fund to cater for those bills. So basically, insurance cover will cater for such, and it will basically give peace of mind to the members.
In this next session, we're going to look at a few questions and answers for the most frequently asked questions on our website. Vela, please tell us, now that I have NHIF, what would I be covered for, and is it adequate for me and my family?
Thank you, Daktari. NHIF being a statutory cover is needed to be purchased by every Kenyan citizen, and it's a good cover because it allows these members to go to public hospitals and mission hospitals and they'll get treatment. NHIF covers for consultation, lab tests, pharmacy, and so many other tests. Even they do therapy. It covers therapy. It even covers what do we call it? Cancer. Yes. It also covers even MRIs and CT scans within those hospitals.
Maybe to cut you short, if it covers for all that, then why do I need another insurance?
As said earlier, it gives you access to public facilities, and mission hospitals. If you need access to these other bigger providers, however, you'll have now to purchase another private cover for you to get access to those providers. It's affordable because a member is just supposed to pay 500 shillings per month. In a year, we are talking of 6,000, and you'll have your family covered.
In addition to what Vela has just said, private insurance usually have higher limits, whereby a member can be able to utilize higher cover benefits, of which I think it's something that our viewers would want to consider, because so as much as you have the secondary medical cover, the primary cover, which is the NHIF, is also very critical because you need it for your NHIF rebate. Maybe just to add, you may also find yourself in a situation like, for example, you've purchased the medical cover, the private medical insurance cover. You've actually exhausted your outpatient, okay? And you require to be done an MRI or a CT scan. So there is that added advantage of having NHIF, because by just presenting your NHIF card or NHIF number, usually nowadays they say even the national ID number can work. By producing that, you can be able to access other healthcare services.
Now I have my medical insurance, the private and the NHIF. I am sick, or even my child is unwell. What do I do next?
Once you purchase a private cover, I'll start with the NHIF. Once you start paying for your NHIF, there's always a waiting period of 2 months for you to be able to use it for any bills at the hospital. For a private cover, different waiting periods apply for different benefits. For the accident cases, there is always no waiting period. In case of an accident, kindly feel free to go to the hospital, you will be attended to. For the normal outpatient cases, we have a 30-day waiting period before you can use your card towards the same. For inpatient non-chronic conditions, we also have a waiting period of 30 days. In the case of a maternity, you purchase a maternity, you'll have to wait for 10 months before you're able to use your maternity cover. You can't purchase it right now, and in 2 months, you have a delivery. That one won't be covered. Other conditions such as fibroids, tonsillitis, we're talking of lipomas, those ones before you attended to, you need to have waited for 1 year for them to be covered. In the case of cancer conditions, the waiting period is 2 years. Organ transplant, the waiting period is still 2 years. What does that mean? You can't purchase the cover today and still use it today. Thank you.
So what I'm wondering, then why should I buy the medical insurance if I'm going to buy it today and I can't use it tomorrow? Maybe Ben, you'd like to let us know why?
Oh yeah, maybe just to add what Vela said, if, for example, you're moving from one insurance company to the other, then and there's proof of cover basically, like having a renewal notice. The waiting period can be waived, so you can actually enjoy the medical cover if you're transferring from one insurance company to the other. Okay, then there is not why you cannot enjoy the benefits immediately. There is an aspect of insurance, and we speak of something called insurable interest. Insurable interest means you do not purchase that particular product if you're going to claim immediately. Insurance basically looks for uncertainties, things that will happen in the future. So by buying immediately and utilizing it immediately, then it may not have an economical sense, or it will beat the basis or the logic of having that particular medical insurance you yourself. So we always advise our customers or our clients that it's very necessary for them, as they purchase the medical insurance, they should keep in mind that it is not for things that will happen tomorrow. It's for things that we do not know. The same applies to maternity. You can't be pregnant today and expect the insurance company to like pay immediately after you've purchased the medical cover. So that uncertainty or the future is basically what insurance means. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. So my other question would be, and this is commonly asked, in case I have an emergency at home, can I call an ambulance? And will that be covered within the private insurance cover?
Ambulance services are covered with any private insurance. In that matter, in the case of an emergency, one, the condition at hand has to warranty an emergency. Two, you may be the same person who is now with the condition. You may not get time to dial your provider to tell them there's an emergency. What am I trying to say? Once you purchase your cover, kindly alert your family members so that they all know the benefits within your cover. If they are aware that ambulance services are covered, anyone within the vicinity may be able to call or to ask for an ambulance from your provider.
One of the most frequently asked questions in the recent past is the question, can I be covered for plastic surgery? This is cosmetic surgery where I want to enhance parts of my body, or if I want to grow thin and I do not want to go to the gym, can I go for things like liposuction? Is this covered within my medical insurance? Vela, being a lady.
Thank you for that. I wish I could go for liposuction, but where we are at now, medical insurance is basically an illness-based insurance, whereby we're covering for illnesses. So, with that said, to me, any cosmetic procedures whereby I just want to reduce my fats, I just want to make my face, give my face a lift, they are not covered. But we know the world we are living in, so much is happening. There are so many discussions around the same, and maybe in the future, we may end up paying for such procedures, but as at now, they're not covered.
I totally agree with you. In the future that we are looking at, it's becoming a frequent need, and we are in a different generation. So I think it's a good challenge for the insurance industry to think about how do we include this because it's a need that is required. Okay, one of the most frequently asked questions is why do we get delay approvals in the hospital? And we are told we are waiting for your insurer to communicate. Benson?
Well, Dr. Leah, there are those procedures that require pre-approvals, okay, which usually takes around 15 to 20 minutes. And this is basically a communication between the provider and the insurance company. In such instances, there is usually that direct communication to the customer or the patient to know the tracking period or the TATs between the two providers, that is the insurance company and the hospital. There are instances whereby there is an emergency also. And for such cases, ideally, treatment starts immediately as the provider or the hospital consults the insurance company just to ensure that treatment is given to this particular patient and that there is no gap, just to ensure that life is saved. Yes.
I think that's very important because, even as a government, we've had that directive for all hospitals. They must be able to give emergency care before they ask for money.
Yes.
Okay. The other question is on every year I must to pay more for my cover, even if I didn't go to hospital at all. Why?
Thank you, Daktari, for that question. In the recent past, the cost of healthcare has gone up. And for us to be able to pay for our clients' medical bills at the providers, we also now have to adjust the premiums they're paying to us to enable us to do the same. So for this matter, we shall just adjust the premiums a little bit to fit, to enable us pay for the claims that with time have also gone up out of the market inflation and everything else.
Thank you for joining us. It has been quite an intense discussion. I believe you have learned on one or two things about medical insurance, and we will be glad to have you again as we are planning to have more of these sessions. It's been a pleasure hosting you, Vela and Benson. Thank you very much for the contributions that we have had, and I look forward to having you again in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.